I just walked in the bathroom. Tim, you need to start locking the door, brother.
Hey.
Maybe a barricade's called for.
Hey, here's the situation with that.
Mm-hmm.
The bathroom stinks. I mean, really badly. Like it's coming from out of the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about how badly it stinks walking in there and forgot to latch the door completely. Stacy walks in.
And he's got his stuff in his hand. Yeah. What?
Why don't people knock, though? I was raised that if you see a closed door, that's just the way I was always, that you knock before you even do anything.
I was raised to lock the door when you go to the bathroom.
Yes.
I was raised to knock on the door.
Open door means come in. Because I've stood outside the bathroom door here at the station many times waiting to use it.
Absolutely.
About to explode. And nobody's in there.
That's
The
right.
door's closed.
Yeah, but don't you, when you see a closed door, think
here.
someone's possibly in there?
I do, but not here because people close it because there's the stations in the bathroom and the audio comes out, and so they close the door to keep it from being too loud in the hallways.
Speaker in the bathroom.
Yeah, there's a radio in there.
Yeah, I know that DC got walked in on the other day by Laura Ingraham. If you don't know Laura Ingraham, and you may know her, she's a nationally syndicated radio host, very political, and she was in town, and she was at one of our other stations, and I was standing outside the door and watched her walk up and open the door and walk in on DC.
Yeah.
And I got a bit of a charge out of it.
Uh-huh. Well, and you know, I had stuff in my hands when I went
just
in.
like Timmy P.
Yes.
When I went in. So I didn't lock the door, but I don't know, I just was always taught to knock on a closed door.
Wow, that's what the little latch is for.
Yeah, not for me.
So all you gotta do is push that little
Gotta
button
knock.
next time. But he stood there and like kept going and just turned his head and looked at me, and I was like, sorry, close the door.
And you know that you'll take that vision with you for the rest of the day.
Yes, I will.
You'll never look at him the same way again, will you?
Never.
Look, I'm sorry, guys, but once you get started, you just can't stop because someone comes in.
No, I mean you can't just midstream cut it off. If you're a guy, you got to keep going.
Yeah, I don't blame Timmy P for
I
it.
don't get that whole guy thing. And ladies, maybe you understand, but when we go, you're done and you're done. You guys are like, shh, and then stop, and then it's like, shh. How do you make it in like segments? When I go, I go.
That's a question that has plagued mankind for many, many years.
It's like, I don't know.
It's just one of those unsolved mysteries.
Why do you stop and then keep going? You realize, I still got some more in there.
I don't really analyze it that much.
I just go till it stops.
I don't think
It's good to the last drop.
There you go.
I don't think I go in segments, though.
I go in segments if I'm on antibiotics. If I ever take antibiotics or for any reason, then it just, you think you're done and you're not done. But antibiotics do that to me. That's about all.
Yeah. I don't think I ever have gone in a segment.
One of the hardest things in the world for a man to do is to stop in the middle on purpose. You can't do that. That's very.
You can too.
No, you can, but it's there's nothing pleasant about it. It's
Hurt?
It couldn't be healthy.
no.
It couldn't be healthy to stop in the middle.
No, I've heard it's bad for you.
How do you stop and then realize, I got to keep going for another 5-6 seconds?
Well, it's not really a realization. It just happens.
No.
You don't have to work at it.
What comes out, and then you're done. And
Hey,
then
have y'all ever had a split stream? Now, that's something I don't think women can relate to. And most people that follow you in the bathroom will go, well, golly, can't you?
Oh, gosh.
What do you mean?
Can't you stand a little closer and ring the bowl of the commode? But I don't know what causes it, but I guess it's happened to all of us, where one stream goes left and one goes right, and the bowl's not big enough to ring the hole.
why? Well, why does that happen?
Has it happened to you?
Like it's forked.
Huh? It's
Like it's
forked.
forked.
It's like it's forked.
Speaks with a forked tongue.
Yes, it does. Have you ever had that happen?
I know why it happens, but
Why?
it's too much to get into.
Blockage?
Too much to get into.
I don't know why it's happened, but it's happened to me before, and you sit there, and it's
not pleasant.
It's like it has a mind of its own. You're completely out of control.
Huh.
Completely out of control.
All right.
The old split stream.
This is one a little more vulgar, but
Yeah.
it's along the same lines. But when half of your little split stream is going on you, has that ever happened?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Oh,
And then you try to stop, and it's tough to stop.
It's worse. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
And this is more information than anybody wants or needs, but I don't know how we even ended up here, but we're here. Last time I had to go to the doctor and and I hate doing those specimens, and they send you in the bathroom, and my doctor's bathroom is right off of like the waiting room. You can see, and you go in with that clear vial vial that you have to fill up.
Little cup.
Then you walk out, and everybody knows what you've done. They can see it. You're holding it. It's warm.
It is
It's
warm.
like gravy.
My doctor has a little door that you raise up and put
That's
it in
what
and
mine
shut
does,
it
too.
down.
Like
So
a
nobody-
Catholic confessional.
Yeah.
That's exactly how my OB is. You have to go every single time you go to the doctor. So every 2 weeks I have to go. And for a lady, it is not easy to go in a Dixie cup. I mean,
I guess it would be.
you have the cup there, and you're gonna do it on you.
Yeah, you're going to get it on
There's
your hand. And plus, it's hard to, you're talking about stopping. It's hard to stop once you fill the thing. I mean, I fill it to the top
I
and
pour
put the
some
lid
up.
on. I
Yeah.
don't do just a little bit in there. I fill it up. I cap it off. It's like filling a gas
Give me
tank.
a capper.
I cap it off every time.
It reminds me of that Dumb and Dumber movie where he's peeing in the bottles.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, keep it coming, I can't stop, keep it coming,
That's
keep it
exactly
coming.
right.
That's what it is. You're just filling up and filling up.
Grab Frank real quick. He wants to participate. 1-800-9-WAKE-UP if you want to join this conversation.
Potty talk in the morning.
Hey, Frank, go ahead. You're on the air.
My brother, when he was younger, after he, become potty trained, when he would go to the bathroom, the doctor said there was something wrong. There was like a skin or something had grown over, and when he would urinate, he would have to stand just about completely sideways. And, I mean, he couldn't, we stand straight, and it goes straight. His would go almost completely to the right. You'd have to stand sideways for it to make it in the bowl.
He'd have to lay down to pee.
Well, no, I mean, he had to stand up, but he'd have to turn, to the left for it to go into the bowl, because if not, if he stood straight like we normally do, it would, go in the bathtub.
Stacey, imagine walking in on that guy.
Yeah, it's a mean curve.
You'd be like, just a little bit down.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank.
What does that guy do at the baseball stadium when there's 20 urinals next to each other?
And you're all shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Stand back. Watch this, guys.
I was talking to Brett about the whole urinal thing. I said, I don't understand. When you guys go in there, do you hey man, how you doing? Or do you just walk in and just look forward?
Some people talk and some people don't.
And he goes, I don't know, but there's something going on with older men. He goes, every time I go into they sit there and they go, oh.
When they're using back.
And and I said, why? And he goes, I don't know. It is
Ask Uncle George. Just happy it still works.
and
right?
he goes, they fart. He said they fart and stuff. He said they go in there and then
And we know what it sounds like.
I know, but why would you moan and groan so badly just because you're taking a pee?
Sometimes it's stored up and you wait and you don't want to get up and leave the
That kind
stadium.
of noise?
That's like the very last place where a man can be a man.
That's it. There are no women around and you can just be yourself.
And I don't appreciate Brett telling those secrets.
Scratch your butt and everything else.
That ought to be sacred turf, don't you think?
But I was at a wedding reception over the weekend, and that very thing happened. It was a small bathroom, and the guy, he did the noise, but he also did the lean one hand up against the wall, put the other hand on his waist. I mean, what is that? I mean, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but imagine.
That's a show-off.
Yeah. He's got control of it. Doesn't have to use his hand.
That's a show-off.
Yeah, that's just
Bragger.
But I think it's cool that doctor has the little confession-like window where you open it and just slide it through there. Because the sample. It's awful. It would be awful to have to, it is awful to have to walk through the waiting room with it in your hand. And everybody knows what you've done. I hate that.
Where do you want me to put this?
Absolutely hate that. Well,
Anyway,
it became a theme show all of a sudden. I don't know how, but it did.
It's Timmy.
We've all been there, though. We've all experienced that.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Oh, yeah.
body functions happen to everybody.
But knock on the door. Go ahead and knock first.
I will
and then
not.
Knock 3 times.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Price
Whatever.
on the
it goes.
pipes.
Do we want to? Jennifer is a urologist. I know I thought we were moving on, but she just got through, and she's going to tell us why some of that stuff happens. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Can you explain any of that stuff to us?
Yes. When
Good.
men get older, it starts about in their 40s, their
Yeah.
prostate becomes enlarged,
Right.
and it causes them to groan a lot because it's a little painful when they pee. And then the gas issue is also because the prostate is putting pressure on that area as well.
So it's all about the big prostate.
So that's why we
Yeah.
have the prostate check, huh?
Yeah.
Right, and more men should get it done.
At what age?
I think it should start at 35. I think it should start earlier, and I think you should get screened for colon cancer as well.
All right. But that's why the noises sometimes happen.
That's definitely why they groan so much, because it's a little uncomfortable coming up over the prostate.
Yeah, Brett said they do both of those things at the same time.
Yeah, now that's talent right there. Thank you, Jen, for calling. Appreciate that.
Bye-bye.
I like the way Jennifer took what we did and kind of turned it into a public service announcement.
Right.
It's not easy to do, but she did.
Have an exam.